So that is how the program is going to run. Then we shall finally have the closure. I hope the program is running in your minds. As you wait for the arrival of the invited guests, you will find us in the midst of the program. Allow me invite only one person who is going to come and lead us through the prayers. Then the anthems shall be sung on the arrival of the invited guest. So, I want to take this opportunity, since it is a swearing-in ceremony and handover party, I want the former school imam to come and give us the opening recitation from the Holy Quran. So the former Yes, I want to invite the school imam to come and give us a very melodic recitation from the Holy Quran so that we can commence with our program. So, Imam Sedika Asim, you're most welcome. Come and give us a recitation from the Holy Quran.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلى الرحمن على العرش استوى له ما في السماوات والأرض وما بينهما وما ترى وإن تجهر بالقول فإنه يعلم السر وأخفى الله لا إله إلا هو الحسنى وهل أتاك حديث موسى صدق الله العظيم.
So much. The school imam, I don't know whether you will re-election as the school imam, but this goes to the incoming school imam. Madina Education Center is a school that was built on high values of Islam. So whereby we expect all Muslims to observe all the 5 salats in a day. Thank you so much once again. Allow me to say this, that the teacher, the deputy head teacher, the deans of studies, in your capacities, the Honorable Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, together with all your cabinet, teachers present, our hardworking auxiliary staff, our most beloved pupils of the mighty Madina Education Center, both in lower and upper primary, our media team from LKM Media Services, our beloved DJs, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am acting as the master of ceremonies today, partially, whereby I will be later joined by the official spokesperson of the commission in the names of Teacher Walid Sad. We are here for the swearing in and handover of our ministers. And I want to begin by thanking the school administration for making the process look lively. All the way from the word go up to where we are right now. It's a process that has been very transparent, whereby I believe it was free and fair, as the chairperson will declare results officially. Secondly, I also want to thank the commission for working tirelessly to make sure that the children of Marine Education Center reach their hands at the tables of democracy. Not every school has the capacity to do this, whereby if you're to critically observe the whole process, it is worth a hand clap. So may we give a round of applause to the Electoral Commission of Marine Education Center. Clap once, twice, clap once, twice. Nasuna Biba, you're not clapping. I don't know why you're not happy with the Electoral Commission. I thank you so much, the Electoral Commission, for that work well done. On the same note, I want to thank the teachers and other stakeholders who put a hand to make sure that the whole process goes on smoothly. Thank you so much. At this juncture, I don't want to dominate since we are already past time. I want to officially welcome the Chairperson Electoral Commission together with the Secretary to come and give the official declaration of the results. So Chairperson Electoral Commission, you are most welcome.
All right, thank you so much, the Master of Ceremony of today's function, the head teacher, and the entire administration, the teachers around, the outgoing and the incoming ministers, and not forgetting everyone gathered here. I want to take this opportunity to thank you so much for all that you've been doing since day one up to now. Can we therefore give a hand clap to the Almighty God? Leaving that aside, and basing on the item on the program as directed by the Master of Ceremony, the next item that I've been permitted to do right now is to declare the election results officially. And to those who are watching us online, we followed all the processes regarding the election as an attempt of promoting democracy in a school. The rest I will communicate when the time for my remarks as the Chairperson Electoral Commission comes. At this juncture, we have 36 different posts. That means there are 36 candidates that I'm going to declare today and now officially that they have become the ministers of this school. Without wasting time, without wasting time, I will not follow the order from the top to the lowest, but I will call the name of the declarance form that I'm seeing here. I will not follow the order of from the topmost high to the lowest, but I think the ministers who have been elected, I understand you are seated right behind there. The procedure is, when I call you and declare you as a winner in our previous election,
girls and boys, let's all stand up as we welcome our invited guest. Mr. Balinda, you are most welcome. Thank you for honoring our invitation to come and witness this momentous occasion as we swear in our newly elected ministers. Thank you so much. Before the chairperson continues, allow me from this very note call the primary 7 members so that we fully sing the anthems and we continue with the program. So primary 7 members, may you please step forward very fast. P7 members, do that in a trice. You properly that time and tide wait for no human being. Come in front there. Stand in the queues. Get organized very fast. Girls form 2 queues. 1 in front. Alright, thank you so much. You're going to lead us through the Uganda National Anthem, East African Community Anthem, the Bunyoro Anthem, then lastly with the Medina Education Center Anthem. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I request you all to stand upright and let's sing the anthem. Oh, Uganda, we lay our future in thy hand. United, free, fighting together, we'll always stand. Oh, Uganda, the land of freedom, Education Center of learning in the country by providing quality education, holistics and hard workers. Long live Medina, shall right and make us proud. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much. You can go back and the rest you can have your seats. Thank you so much, the primary 7 pupils. Move majestically and do not raise dust. Thank you so much. Our dear guest, you're most welcome. Thank you for honoring the school invitation. It means a lot to us, the Medina community. Our invited guests, on your arrival, you phoned when the Chairperson Electoral Commission was officially declaring the results. So that is where we are going to resume from. Thank you so much. The rest of the members, make sure that you're seated and carefully listen as the Chairperson continues. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, the MC, once again. On the same note, allow me to recognize the presence of our invited chief guest. As I had started, I said my first item on the program is to declare the election results officially. And right away, I will begin with the Minister of English Language. I will begin with the Minister of English Language. Therefore, I, Ongeyo Bennett, the Chairperson Electoral Commission of Medina Education Center, having summed up the total vote cast, as recorded in the declaration form, therefore, by the powers and the authority entrusted to me by the school management and the administration, I declare the total number of votes cast for the candidates as follows. Tumuhaise Sharifia got 91 votes, and Rafia Yusuf got 166 votes. I therefore declare Rafia Yusuf as our duly elected Minister of English Language at Medina Education Center. Rafia, you can come for your declaration form. To those ministers, once you are declared as a winner, move forward and pick your declaration form. The one coming is Rafia Yusuf, our duly elected Minister of English Language. Congratulations, this is your form. The next post is the Assistant Minister of English Language. The Assistant Minister of English Language, we had 3 contestants. One was Nagai Rehma, who garnered up 127 votes, followed by Wabusowozi Patience with 131 votes. Still by the authority and powers entrusted in me as the Chairperson Electoral Commission of Medina Education Center, I therefore declare Wabusowozi Patience as our Assistant Minister of English Language.
Round of applause for
That is Wabusowozi Patience, our duly elected Assistant Minister of English Language. This is her declaration form. Congratulations.
The moment you pick the declaration form, you go and sit behind there.
The next post is the Minister of Welfare. In that position, we had 3 contestants. The first one was Nimongo Regan. In votes, followed by Ahumu, who garnered up 131 votes. Therefore,
Thank you so much. A round of applause for him.
this is his declaration form. Congratulations. There we had only 2 contestants. The first one was Lutaya Abdul Swabur, who got 40 votes, followed by Sebi Kasim, who scored or got 220 votes.
Round of applause for him. Move very fast, Sebika.
By the authority entrusted in me by the government and administration, I therefore declare Sebi Kasim as our duly elected school imam.
Yes, Sebika Sim, hurry up for your declaration form.
Sebi comes to pick his declaration form. The next post is the assistant school imam. Sebi, congratulations. We wish you the best. The next post is the assistant school imam. In the election, the assistant school imam was unopposed. There was no voting in this regard. Therefore, I declare Sempebwa Haruna as our assistant.
Sempebwa, hurry up. Yes, a round of applause for him. He went unopposed. Move like your man, move like a new imam.
Comes to pick declaration form. Our next post is the assistant school shepherd. Congratulations, Haruna. Our school shepherd was also unopposed. That is none other than Nabazira Salima.
Nabazira Salima, you are most welcome.
Please come for your declaration form.
Move very fast to save time.
As Salima comes for her declaration form, the next post was the post of the school shepherd. This was also unopposed.
That is our assistant school shekat.
Congratulations. On this note, the school shekat who was unopposed was none other than Tumuhaise Sharifia. Please, I therefore declare you as the school shekat. Come and pick your declaration form. Congratulations. The next post that was unopposed is the school muadhin.
School muadhin.
That was Amanyiri Swipe. Amanyiri Swipe.
A round of applause for him.
I therefore declare you as the school imam, school muadhin, by the powers and the authority entrusted in me as the chairperson electoral commission of this mighty school. Congratulations.
All right, thank you so much.
The next post we are going to is the post of assistant school muadhin. Here 3 people contested. The first one was Mugisha Kalish Kaija, who got 60 votes. The second person was Abdul Karim Twaha, who got 34 votes. And the last person was Alinaitwe Sudais, who gained up 173 votes.
Wow, a round of applause.
Therefore, by the powers and the authority entrusted in me, I declare Alinaitwe Sudais as our assistant school muadhin.
School muadhin, walk very fast. Walk towards the table of the chairperson electoral commission.
Congratulations. As we proceed to the next post, I have on my table the post of assistant timekeeper.
Assistant timekeeper.
Here we also had 3 contestants. The first one was Emad Mukhtar, who got 74 votes, followed by Bakit Junior Mubarak, who got 103 votes, and the last person was Biabazaire Swabira, who got 81 votes. I therefore declare Bakit Junior as our assistant timekeeper.
Yes, Junior Barak, hurry up. Move and pick your declaration form from the chairperson electoral commission. Assistant timekeeper.
Mubarak, congratulations.
Round of applause for him. Round of applause. No, it's not easy to become a minister.
The next post we are proceeding to is the timekeeper. Here 2 people contested. The first candidate was Mugisha Mukhtar, who got 116 votes. And the last person was Muhaiwe Abdul Malik, who got 146 votes. Therefore, being the chairperson electoral commission of this school, I therefore declare Muhaiwe Abdul Malik as our duly elected school timekeeper.
Yes, that is our duly elected timekeeper. He's moving with an Apple Watch, moreover. Thank you so much.
Our next post is the post of Assistant Minister of Sports. Here we also had to contest. The first one was Atuhaire Faraha, who got 52 votes. And the last one was Jim, who got 203 votes. So therefore, I, Ongeyo Bernard, being the chairperson electoral commission of Education Center, I declare Nakalio Wanashim as our newly elected Assistant Minister of Sports. Please come for your declaration form.
Yes, Nakalioa, move straight forward to the table of the chairperson electoral commission and pick your declaration form. Move majestically and lengthen your strides.
The next post was the main post of games and sports.
Games and sports.
Here also only 2 contestants were registered. They included Bidal Sabir, who got 102 votes, and Kigula Hashim, who got 187 votes. By the authority entrusted in me as the chairperson electoral commission of this school by the school administration, I therefore declare Kigula Hashim our duly elected Minister of Games and Sports.
Shigula Hashim, and is a very talented footballer. I know he will put our sports in another level. He's going to work hand in hand with the games master. That is other than Teacher Dogume.
I guess this is the post that everyone is waiting for. That is the post of the presidency. We had 2 contestants. The first contestant was Aine Mbabazi Tawusi, who got 186 votes. And the second contestant was Aisha Mubarak, who got 273 votes. By the authority entrusted in me by the school management and the administration, I therefore declare Aisha Mubarak as our duly elected president of Medina Education Center 2026.
Yes, I want to hear a loud clap as the newly elected president goes to pick the declaration form. Yes, that is our newest president.
The next post is the post of the Prime Minister. We still had only 2 contestants. The first contestant was Akuguzibwe Daniel, who got 110 votes. And the second contestant was Atalemwa Abdul Rahman, who got 359 votes.
Wow! The newest Prime Minister.
I therefore declare Atalemwa Abdul Rahman as our Prime Minister of 2026.
A round of applause for Atalemwa. A round of applause. Boys, you're not clapping.
Congratulations. As we go to the next post, that is the post of the head boy. Still, we had 2 contestants. The first one was Wachoma Emmanuel. The first one was Nuachomwa Emmanuel, who got 235 votes. And the second contestant was Tumukunde Davis, who got 252 votes. By the power and authority entrusted in me, as being the chairperson electoral commission, I therefore declare Tumukunde Davis as the head boy of this school year 2026.
Yes, Tumukunde Davis, you're most welcome. I can see by the declaration of the results, the race was very tight. Very tight. But all in all, congratulations.
The next post was the post of assistant head boy. Here we had 3 contestants. The first one was Samir Omar Turu, who got 55 votes. The second contestant was Tushabe Abdul Rahman, who got 144 votes. And the last contestant was Subuga Bernard, who got 277 votes. Being the chairperson electoral commission of this school, I therefore declare Subuga Bernard as our assistant head boy 2026. Congratulations. The next post we are going to is the post of head girl. Here still we have 3 contestants. The first contestant was Kemigisha Hannah, who got 27 votes. The second contestant was Nakandi Yusra, who got 135 votes. And the last contestant was Marasi Muhammad, who got 314 votes. So So therefore, by the powers and authority entrusted in me,
Yes, Maras Muhammad, move towards the table of the Chairperson Electoral Commission and pick your declaration result.
Congratulations. The next post is the post of assistant head girl. This was also unopposed, and the candidate there was by the name of Akatuhebwa Zian Munira. So therefore, I declare Munira as the assistant head girl of this school since she was unopposed. Please come for your declaration. As she comes to pick a declaration form, we are going to the next post, that is the post of Minister of Health. Congratulations, Munira. In the post of Minister of Health, we had two contestants. The first one was Isabirie Charles, who got 183 votes. And the second candidate was Mayamin Abdul Maula, who got 279 votes. I therefore declare Mayamin Abdul Maula as our duly elected Minister of Health 2026.
A round of applause for her. Do not become envious and jealousy, you guys. You are the ones who elected.
Congratulations. As we progress to the next post, that is the post of Assistant Health Minister, we also had two contestants. The first one was Ateganiza Masi, who got 126 votes. And the second candidate was Umi Muhammad, who got 337 votes. I therefore declare Umi Muhammad as our Assistant Health Minister 2026.
Yes, Umi Muhammad, move towards the table of the Chairperson Electoral Commission and pick your declaration form. Congratulations.
The next post is the Minister of Education. Here we also had two candidates. The first one was Omnia Abubakar, who got 155 votes. And then the second candidate was Tajema Sam, who got 301 votes. I therefore declare Tajema Sam as our duly elected Minister of Education come 2026.
Yes, a round of applause to him for winning that post. Congratulations, Tajema Sam. He's going to champion the education of the school.
The next post we are going to is the Assistant Minister of Education. Here we also had two contestants. The first one was Nabatanzi Amaya, who got 127 votes. And the second candidate was Beleta Takia, who garnered up 343 votes. I therefore declare Beleta Takia as our duly elected Assistant Minister of Education 2026.
Yes, Beleta, try to lengthen your strides.
The next post we are proceeding to is the post of Compound Minister. Here we also had two contestants. The first one was Tendo Abdul Malik Mwebe, who got 118 votes. And the second contestant was Chumi Mariam Musa, who got 137 votes. By the powers and authority entrusted in me, I declare Chumi Mariam Musa as our duly elected Compound Minister 2026.
Yes, Chumi, move like a compound minister as you go and pick your declaration form. Yes, that is the compound minister. She's going to execute all the duties of the compound.
Congratulations.
She's going to work with Sonko.
The next post is the post of Assistant Compound Minister. Here also two contestants were registered. The first one was Asobora Daniela, who got 76 votes. And the last one was Namumpa Peace, who got 182 votes. I therefore declare Namumpa Peace as our duly elected Assistant Compound Minister.
Yes, Namumpa Peace, move majestically towards the table of the Chairperson Electoral Commission and straight away pick your declaration form.
As she comes for her declaration form, congratulations, Peace. We are going to the next post. That is the post of Minister of Infants. Here we also had two contestants. The first one was Asimwe Hamida, who got 82 votes. And the last contestant in that post was Nakabusurania Shirat, who got 174 votes. I therefore declare Nakabusurania Shirat our Minister of Infants 2026.
Yes, Minister of Infants, congratulations. You're going to work hand in hand with our nursery babies.
Congratulations, Rania bin Shirat. The next post is the post of Assistant Minister of Infants. We still had two contestants. The first one was Kobusinge Joan, who got 81 votes. Another one was Kobusinge Rania, who got 164 votes. By the authority entrusted in me as the Chairperson Electoral Commission, I therefore declare Kobusinge Rania as our duly elected Assistant Minister of Infants.
Yes, Kobusinge Rania, congratulations.
The next post we are going to is the post of Head of Girls Dormitory. We still had two contestants. The first one was Kanyisire Munira, who got 94 votes. And the last contestant was Nalwanga Kautara, who garnered up 163 votes. I therefore declare Nalwanga Kautara as our Head of Girls Dormitory 2026.
Yes, Nalanga Kauthara, move majestically towards the table of the Chairperson.
Congratulations. The next post is the post of Assistant Head of Girls Dormitory. Ladies and gentlemen, this was also unopposed. I therefore declare Chamolesri Sarah as our new Assistant Head of Girls Dormitory since she was unopposed.
So Chamolesri Sarah, move forward and pick your declaration form. Yes, that is Chamolesri Sarah.
Congratulations. The next post we are proceeding to is the post of Head of Boys Dormitory. We had three contestants. The first one was Samba Shukran, who got 36 votes. The second one was Ishaq Ibrahim, who got 104 votes. And the last one was Agaba Malcolm, who got 120 votes. I therefore declare Agaba Malcolm as the Head of Boys Dormitory 2026.
Agaba Malcolm X.
As he comes for his declaration form, we are proceeding to the next post, that is the post of Assistant Head of Boys Dormitory. Here still we had two contestants. The first one was Adam Tabula. Listen attentively, because if you don't listen here, you may think there was alteration of results. Adam Tabula got 124 votes. And the second contestant was Owani Shakib, who got 125, with a difference of only one.
Wow.
I therefore declare Owani Shakib as our Assistant Head of Boys Dormitory 2026.
Round of applause for him. Yes, I can see the electorates are very happy for their man.
The next post we are going to is the post of Head Monitor. We still had two contestants. The first one was Ismat Mukhtar, who got 71 votes. And the last candidate in that particular post was Asimwe Ronald Sean, who managed to score 167 votes. I therefore declare Asimwe Ronald Sean as our head monitor 2026.
A round of applause for him.
Congratulations, Sean. The next post is the post of head monitress. We still had two contestants. The first one was Kemigisha Patricia Praise, who got 114 votes. And the second contestant was Komugisha Idrona Caroline, who got 143 votes. I therefore declare Komugisha Idrona Caroline as our head monitress 2026.
Yes, Idrona, hurry up. Move like a minister.
Congratulations, Caroline. The next post is the post of office minister. Office minister, we had two contestants. The first one was Casemire Hasifa, who got 121 votes. And the next contestant was Mugabe Gregory, who got 150 votes. I therefore declare Mugabe Gregory as our duly elected office minister 2026.
Mugabe Gregory, congratulations. Yes, the leadership is in blood.
Finally, on my table is the post of assistant office minister. Here we have three contestants. And the first one was Nansanga Hanifa, who got 54 votes. The second contestant was Alinda Shivan, who got 95 votes. And the last contestant was Balinda Sonia, who got 110 votes.
Yes.
By the powers and the authority entrusted in me as the chairperson Electoral Commission of Madina Education Center, I declare Balinda Sonia as our Assistant Office Minister 2026.
Yes, a round of applause for Balinda Sonia for starting leadership as early as this.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Balinda.
The chief guest, the head teacher and the other administrators, teachers around, the newly elected ministers and the outgoing ministers. At this juncture, allow me hand over the microphone back to the MC. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, the Chairperson Electoral Commission, for such a transparent declaration, whereby the way people voted is how the results have been duly declared. Thank you so much, the Commission, for being transparent and fair. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing I have got to learn this afternoon, whereby there is an inspirational message I want the rest of the members to have. There's a boy I can cite out from the newly elected ministers who has been contesting severally for the past 3 years and he has not been making it. But he did not lose hope. After contesting for the first time, he did not give up. He came back in the second year, but he did not go through, but he did not give up. Even on the third attempt, he did not go through. But finally, his efforts have worked out, and on the fourth attempt, he is now a minister. And that person is none other than Atalema Abdurrahman, the newly elected Prime Minister. So Atalema Abdurrahman, you may stand up and wave to the gathering for being resilient. I like that. Now this goes to the rest of those who have not made it to the finals. What I can only tell you is that pick a leaf from Talemwa. Elections is not something that he will just come out of the blue and win. And by the way, Atalema won massively because I heard he got a magnitude of around 300 and something votes. Thank you so much, Atalema, for being resilient. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, next on our program is the handover, is the swearing in of the newly elected ministers. We are going to swear in the new ministers and the people responsible at the Chairperson Electoral Commission again, together with the head teacher. For the interest of time, I think clear to everybody present. The newly elected president, together with the cabinet, you're going to majestically march forward and stand there in a very organized queues as we give you the next program. So the newly elected president or the newest cabinet, move forward. Come here next to the lectern. Move forward. All the new ministers, the newly elected ministers, come forward. Come and stand here. Yes, act very fast. You know ministers are good at keeping time. Thank you so much. Yes, this is the new cabinet of Marine Education Center for the academic year 2026. They are going to be responsible for all the affairs of the children of Marine Education Center. And they are now going to swear in the oath to the office. They are going to fully accept their responsibility as the new ministers of Marine Education Center. And this ceremony is going to be witnessed by the invited guests, the school administration, teachers, pupils, stakeholders, in the presence of the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Which means they are going to swear in before the Almighty Allah, because each one of them is entitled to raising up the Quran as they swear in, which means the agreement or the authority they are going to assume, it's gonna be led by the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So I don't want to waste a lot of time. I want to hand back the microphone to the Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, who is going to champion the process, and I beg he's going to call the head teacher. Thank you so much, the Chairperson of the Electoral Commission.
All right, thank you so much, the MC.
All right, this is how we are going to make it. We are going to have a few independent positions whereby the candidates will solemnly swear in. Then afterwards, we shall have a general swearing in for the remaining positions. And first on the list, we are going to have the president, who is going to come before the lectern. The president, you're going to move behind the lectern. may she be unveiled with the Holy Quran. Yes. So President, move behind the lectern. And you take the oath to the office. You're going to use your right hand to raise up the Quran. And this is the agreement you're making with the Almighty God. Keep that. If you fail to execute your duties, it means that you've gone against what you talked with to the Almighty. So, Aisha, go to the lectern, behind the lectern. Come here.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I, Aisha Barak, promise to use the authority that has been given to me firmly but fairly and wisely. I do hereby promise to work with loyalty to the headmaster, members of the staff, and my beloved school, Medina Education Center. I vow to do my best to maintain discipline among pupils and carry out the duties that have been entrusted to me. I shall faithfully execute my duties and will do the best of my ability to preserve and protect and respect the regulations of my school. So help me Allah.
Yes, a round of applause for the president. May you please clap for her. She has taken the oath to the office. So much. Step aside, the president. Next, amongst the ministers who are going to solemnly swear in, we have the post of the Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister, move behind the lectern and take your oath.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I, Adalema Abdurrahman, promise to use the authority that has been given to me firmly but fairly and wisely. I do here promise to work with loyalty to the headmaster, members of the staff, and my beloved school, Medina Education Center. I vow to do my best to maintain discipline among pupils and carry out all the duties entrusted to me. I shall fairly execute my duties, and I will do my best of my ability to preserve, protect, and respect rules and regulations of my school. So, Allah help me.
Thank you so much, the Prime Minister, for taking the oath to the office. Next, we are going to get to hear the oath from the head girl, who is also going to do it solely. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I, Maras Muhammad, promise to use the authority that has been given to me firmly, but fairly and wisely. I do hereby promise to work with loyalty to the headmaster, members of the staff, and my beloved school, Medina Education Center. I vow to do my best to maintain discipline among pupils and carry out all the duties entrusted to me. I shall faithfully execute my duties and will do to the best of my ability to preserve, protect, and respect the rules and regulations of my school. So help me Allah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the head girl, the newly elected head girl, for taking the oath to the office. Now, the rest of the audience, make sure that you are calm and attentive. Do not make noise from wherever you are. Wake up whoever is sleeping and let them sit upright. Thank you so much. All right. Next, among us those who are going to take the solo oath to the office, we have the head boy. So the head boy, the newly elected head boy, take the charge.
I, Tumukunde Davis, promise to use the authority that has been given to me firmly, but fairly and wisely. I do hereby promise to work with loyalty to the head teacher, members of staff, and my beloved school, Medina Education Center. I vow to do my best to maintain discipline among pupils and carry out all the duties entrusted to me. I shall faithfully execute my duties and will do the best of my ability to preserve, protect, and respect the rules and regulations of my school. So help me God.
Thank you so much, the newly elected head boy, for taking the oath to the office. Now, I want the rest of the ministers to have this in their minds. You're going to be headed by the compound minister, who is going to be in front, actually behind the lectern. Okay. You're going to be led by Muhaire Malik. Muhaire Malik, come forward here. Start. Now, the rest of the members who have not taken the oath, come behind Muhaire Malik. If you have not taken the oath, go and stand behind Muhaire Malik.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Excuse me a little bit, wait. Now, the rest of you, this is what you're going to do. You're going to raise your right hand. You're going to raise your right hand, and you are also going to read in the same way like Muhaire Malik. As he reads, you are also going to read the oath to the office. However, your right hand must be up, because you're raising it instead of the Holy Quran. All together? All right. So, we are good to go.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I, Muhaire Abdul Malik, promise to use the authority that has been given to me firmly, but fairly and wisely. I do hereby promise to work with loyalty to the headmaster, members of the staff, and my beloved school, Medina Education Center. I vow to do my best to maintain discipline among pupils and carry out all the duties entrusted to me. I shall faithfully execute my duties and will do to the best of my ability to preserve, protect, and respect the rules and regulations of my school. So help me Allah.
Thank you so much. Muhaire Malik and the newest ministers to the office. You can now come back and occupy your seats behind. Move very fast. Thank you so much, the chairperson, Electoral Commission, and the elected ministers for taking the oath to the office. This is my humble appeal to you. The oath you've taken is not for granted. It has been witnessed amidst the Almighty, who has been with you as you were swearing in. So, failure to execute your duties, it means that you'll be going against Allah. Thank you so much. Next on the program is the handover by the outgoing ministers. I want the outgoing ministers So the outgoing ministers, you are going to officially cease all the activities you've been carrying out in your offices. However, you can act as the advisors to the ministers who have assumed your positions. It always shows habits of being a responsible person for whoever advises a person who's going to assume their office. So the president, the outgoing president, do not distance yourself from the incoming president. The outgoing prime minister, you can duly advise the incoming prime minister on how the school activities are executed. Tell them where they should be at what time, what they should say at what time. Advise them in all corners so that we make Medina Education Center shine. Still, the incoming ministers, this goes to you. Do not hesitate to seek advice from the outgoing ministers. You cannot necessarily use the president, but you can use the cabinet that has been working hand in hand with her. Because what we want at the end of it all is perfection and service delivery. So, I am appealing to the newest president, make sure that there is a high level of cooperation in your cabinet. Let people know their duties, and after knowing them, let them execute them. Thank you so much. I still want to thank whoever is watching us live from the Medina platforms. Thank you so much for being together with us. Thank you for loving Medina Education Center. Whatever you are doing is for the good of your children, for the good of Medina Education Center. Always keep that spirit high and keep the vigor boiling. Thank you so much. Then our staff, thank you so much for keeping around and making sure that there is order in place. Ladies and gentlemen, next on our program is now the handover by the outgoing ministers. Outgoing ministers, like I said before, it is also painful to leave the office. That's why you see there are people who have totally refused to leave office. But we only serve for 1 year. After 1 year, we carry out elections and we bring in the newest cabinet, more especially from the top. The only position that cannot be run twice is the position of the president, more especially if the president is coming from primary 6. So for those primary 6 members who have not made it, we are really very unfortunate for you, because the time of serving at Medina Education Center is done. However, if you failed, that should not stop you from contesting after primary. Even where you'll be headed, in the institutions that you'll be headed, the tertiary and the secondary institutions, they still carry out elections, so try your luck there. If you are really determined to serve the masses, I want to send a mere bucket of appreciation to the head upper section for really nurturing the pupils in the upper section. So thank you so much for your efforts. And now allow me officially welcome the chairperson Electoral Commission, who is going to invite the deputy head teacher to help us conduct the handover party. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, our MC of the day. At this juncture, according to the item on our program, is the handover ceremony, which I believe is going to be led by our deputy head teacher. So please, the order is, the first person to go in front is the outgoing minister. You will go out there with your file and you hand over that tag to that person who is going to replace you. At this juncture, Mr. Deputy, I think the venue is fully yours. You can execute the task.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for keeping around. We're in the climax of the ceremony, and we are having the handover whereby the previous ministers are going to officially hand their authority and the office to the newest ministers. That is the next item.
Let's start off straight away. We are starting with assistant timekeeper. Assistant timekeeper. The outgoing assistant timekeeper, please come forward. If he's not there, I think Teacher Johnny will represent him.
All right, thank you so much.
So the incoming assistant timekeeper, please move forward.
Assistant time.
The incoming assistant timekeeper, move forward.
Thank you so much. Those who are moving up and down, better find where to sit and watch the process. Today it's them, tomorrow it's you. And you must be knowing how things are done. You must be knowing how things are conducted. So better observe critically. More especially P1, P2, P3, primary 4. You still have a lot of time here at Madina Education Center.
Yes, Mr. Joe.
Yes, please.
I've got some guidance from the administration. This is what we are going to do. Can I have all the outgoing ministers move forward?
Yes, outgoing cabinet headed by the president, the former president. You're now going to be reading the books of history. They will ask you who was the president of Madina Education Center in the year 2020. Move majestically.
First person here.
Make a straight queue here. Yes. President, stretch up to this side. Stretch. Girls, come and join the president here. The incoming ministers. The incoming. I want to begin with the president here. The incoming president. The newest president. The president, where are you? Who is the president? It's not easy to become a president, you people. Hey, hey. Yes. Move, the newest.
Sarah, go down. Move down to the side.
Yes, we are organizing for the handover. We are organizing for the handover party. Whatever you see is in line with the handover ceremony. Whatever you see is in line with the handover ceremony. Yes, now move and face the person who is going to hand over to you. Move to the person who is going to hand over to you. Very fast. Very fast. Yes, that everybody is facing their predecessors. The predecessor and the successor must face one another. Now, for those who are not having the successors, you're going to get your stuff from the office. You'll be given wireless. Do not be worried. But for now, we want those whose successors are present. Yes, at this particular moment, I want to hand the microphone to the chairperson, who is going to call the deputy teacher to come and oversee the activity of the handover. So, deputy teacher, you're going to oversee the post of the president, prime minister, head boy, and head girl. Then you will command the rest to do it all at once. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. The MC.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much, the Chairperson, Electoral Commission. Allow me, I use this opportunity to oversee the handover ceremony of the following posts: the President, the Prime Minister, head boy, and the head girl. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The deputy head teacher.
At this juncture, the President, the outgoing President, come forward. Then the incoming, you also come forward.
Thank you so much. Now you are going to exchange the files, whereby you have to now officially hand over everything to the new president.
Please do so.
Thank you so much. The president has officially handed over to the newest. Thank you so much. A round of applause for that. Can everybody clap? Thank you so much. Deputy, continue.
You're welcome. And next is the Prime Minister. Please come forward.
Move majestically and save time. Yes, hand over. Hand over. Thank you so much. A round of applause. The newest minister, Prime Minister, has assumed the office.
Okay, thank you very much. Next is Heady Boy. The outgoing and incoming come forward.
All right, the head boy, we expect you to hand over. You shake hands and even hug one another. Thank you so much. Shake hands and hug. And wish him all the best in the office. Thank you so much. A round of applause.
Okay, next. Heady Girl, outgoing and incoming come forward.
Yes, the incoming and the outgoing head girl. You're going to shake hand over, shake hands, and you hug one another. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, the handover is taking place. Thank you so much. Go and take up your seats. Deputy, continue.
Okay. Now, thank you very much. The next, we are going to hand over at once.
You can now go and take up your seats. Yes. Take up your seats very fast.
Okay. As you take your seats, as you are winding up with the handover ceremony, the newly elected cabinet, please, you have been given powers, meaning that with effect from now, you are leaders at Medina Education Center. And I wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our dearest deputy head teacher, for overseeing that function of the handover. Now, the ones who have handed over, you are now the former. Those ones having the files, you should straight away begin executing your duties. Thank you so much. Boys and girls from the audience, allow me to say this before we go to the next item. Everybody Everybody stand up. Those from the pupils, stand up. Stand up, everybody. Stand up, everybody. Hands up. Sideways. Up. Sideways. Sit down. Stand up. Sit down. There are those who are not sitting. Stand up. Sit down. Up. Down. Now we are going to play a game. We are going to get the natural speakers at school. And if you're caught, you're going to be among them. And I will tell the HM to call you in his office. Stand up. If you delay, it means that you are amongst them. Sit down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Down. Hey, you people. We have very many natural speakers here. Okay, thank you so much for that energizer. Boys and girls, now listen. Boys and girls of Marine Education Center, ladies and gentlemen, next on the program is the remarks from the outgoing president. The outgoing president, you're going to come and give your last remarks.
Us tonight. Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all to this very special day where we are holding the swearing in of our newly elected prefects. I thank God for the gift of life He has granted us. May we please give Him a round of applause. Allow me to thank you all for your efforts you've shown towards the election process that took place last week and this week as we are ending. I congratulate all those who emerged victorious in the 2026 general elections, but for those who didn't make it, I still call upon all of you not to lose hope and try again in the forthcoming elections come next year. So the newly elected prefects, I congratulate you. I pray that God blesses the work of our prefects as we roll the ball to them. And I pray that there is cooperation among them. May God bless you and give you the knowledge and wisdom to lead us through this academic year 2026. I remain Fikriza Mungi Gabriela, the outgoing president. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much, the outgoing president, and now the full former president. Thank you so much for your last speech in the office. Now, boys and girls, we are all going to join our hands as we welcome the newly elected president as she gives her maiden speech in the office. So at this juncture, allow me to officially welcome the newly elected president to come and give her maiden office. The first speech in the office. So as you give the maiden speech in the office.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
respected directors, the administrators, the staff, fellow ministers, and my fellow pupils. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
It is with deep honor and great joy that I stand before you today as your newly sworn-in president. Allow me thank the board of directors and all of you for entrusting me with this post. I take this oath not as a badge of power, but a signal of service. I want to assure you that my cabinet will not have leaders who will sit at the top, but the ones who will work along your side. I cannot do this alone. A leader is only as strong as their team. Therefore, I ask for your support, ideas, and cooperation to make the year memorable and successful. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all the newly elected ministers. Let's make a change in our school, Medina Education Center. I remain the President, Aisha Barak. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much, our President, for such a nice maiden speech. Thank you once again. Yes, as we come to the wrap-up of the program, allow me welcome the Chairperson Electoral Commission to officially give the remarks. Chairperson Electoral Commission, you are most welcome.
All right, thank you so much, our Master of Ceremony. I take this honor and the privilege to glorify the Almighty Allah, who has kept us since the beginning of the term. He did stop there. He looked at us throughout the electoral process. Can we please give a thunderous hand clap to the Almighty Allah? Leaving along that, in the absence here of our school directors, I'm really privileged and grateful for all the endeavors and the great work, their support, be it moral, be it financial, and all the pieces of advice they do give us. We are really, really grateful. Mr. Head Teacher, kindly send our regards to our beloved directors. To the Head Teacher, you've always been there for us. You've guided us, you've directed us, you've counseled us, where as humanity things did go right. But today, as I stand here, you're really mentoring us. I am privileged that I took the initiative of being appointed as the Chairperson Electoral Commission. This is a challenge to the newly and the outgoing ministers. This is how small things begin, but tomorrow, as we go out and as we grow, we believe we shall be hearing or watching over the television that one person talking there on the television was once a head boy of Medina Education Center. So we shall really be grateful for that. The staff, both teaching and the non-teaching staff, being the Chairperson Electoral Commission, I am still privileged and really so excited because of the teamwork you exhibited during these electoral processes. It was not only left in the hands of the committee, but it was a concern, it was a societal concern where everyone got involved. Dear children, can we really clap for our teachers and the entire staff? And to all the children who showed interest when we really advertised for those posts, you took interest, you applied. Many of you applied. Others went through and some of you did not go through. As earlier on stated by the MC, that please don't give up. Continue. Life is a journey. You never know tomorrow. Allah may answer your prayers. Stop praying and stop contesting. Don't stop contesting. Whenever there is such an opportunity, please apply. God will answer your prayers. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, our invited guests, the Electoral Commission of Medina Education Center is not only I, Teacher Bernard, talking. We are a committee of 8 members. Personally talking, I am the chairperson. We have our spokesperson, that is Teacher Warid. Please, can you wave to the congregation? The next one is seated right next to me here, that Cha Namakula Hafwa. She is our General Secretary. I also have the Deputy Chairperson. I'm not seeing her around, but I cannot fail to tell her name. That is Teacher Sauda. These are the executive committees. However, we also have our advisors on the board. The first one is Teacher Tugume Richard, who is also the head of upper section. We also have Amanya Nelson, who is one of the advisors. And then the next person is Teacher Bashir as one of our advisors. And the last one is Teacher Kawuka Ramadan. That was also our advisors. So as I said, we are a committee of 18 comprising of executives and the advisors. The committee members, I really congratulate you upon the successful deliverance of these election results. We hope for the best. Nature of our elections. Our invited guests, our children went for a secret ballot system. The purpose was to enable our learners develop that spirit and to promote the spirit of democracy right from the grassroots, so that by the time as the children grow up, they are aware of what is taking place. Allow me to report to you on this note that there was nothing like any case of election malpractice. The election was free and fair. So on this serious note, I will not talk too much. I want to encourage everyone at school, let us remain with the same spirit of teamwork we exhibited during this electoral process. I remain Ongeyomun Bernard. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, the Chairperson Electoral Commission. I think it deserves a round of applause. Let's clap once, twice. Let's clap once again, twice. All right, thank you so much, Teacher Bernard, for such nice remarks. And the message has been very loud and clear to whoever has heard it. It has been very educative, very encouraging, and inspirational at the same time. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, as we wind up our program, allow me, in a very special way, welcome our dearest head teacher to have his remarks. Our head teacher, this is a humble request that after you making the remarks, you are going to welcome our invited guest to give his speech, because I don't have the authority to invite the invited guest. Thank you so much, our dearest teacher.
Thank you very much, the MC. Praise and thanks be to the Almighty Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. May peace and blessing be raised upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi. The chief guest at the LC3, Mr. Balinda Issa, who is still a parent, Dina Education Center, the Deputy Head Teacher, the Chairperson Electoral Commission, the Dean of Studies, colleagues, the staff, that is the teaching and the non-teaching staff, the incoming and outgoing prefectorial body, the general school learners. Allow me greet you with the most loved greeting before Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I think it's not a speech day. I just want to take this opportunity to thank colleagues who have led us in this exercise. I will first of all thank our beloved directors. Indeed, they are not around, but they are with us, and they have given us support in all. Secondly, thank the administration that is still doing a great role. Thirdly, allow me to thank the committee, the electoral committee, that is led by the chairperson, Ms. Tonge Bernard. Thank you for leading us through this democracy. We want to believe that democracy has been practiced. We also thank the outgoing cabinet. You have done us well. We pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides you still to the next levels. Allahumma ameen. I think I just want to say a few words in relation to the elections. Number one, leadership is known for joking, and it's not for jokers. Leadership is not for joking, and it's not for jokers. I remember when I was in school, I remember to have studied with a colleague who was a welfare prefect. I remember to have studied with a colleague who was a welfare prefect. But right now, I recently saw him when he stood as a member of parliament. I may not say the member of parliament because we are online. But during our study, he contested as a welfare prefect. So I'm seeing from welfare prefect to now a member of parliament. So leadership is not for joking and is not for jokers. So please take it serious. At this younger stage you see it, take it serious. And as you are leaders, still you are expected to lead in different things. Allow me show off a bit. I think whether it is shining, whether it is raining, you have seen my shoe clear. Am I right? Huh? So we expect a leader to be leading in each and everything. You must be smart. You must be doing well. If we come to look for those people who are not doing work in class, you shouldn't be among. Because you are a leader. and we are expecting you to lead in each and everything. So please, let's be leaders in each and everything. Then to the rest of the learners, we believe you have elected these leaders. And it's your obligation to move by what they say. We don't say that they should torture you. Okay? Because they will not. But you must respect them because it's you who have voted them. So that's your responsibility. Make sure you respect them. I think I don't want to speak a lot. And to the rest of the school, please let's recognize our prefects and let's work with them in each and everything. Otherwise, we need them, they need us. And I think because for the interest of time and to speak a lot, I want to conclude by thanking everybody who has done what he or she could during this process. Then, at this juncture, join me, colleagues, we invite our guest of honor, that is our parent. Our parent, he loves us so much. He's a parent, and by among the new cabinet, he's a parent to one of the in the new cabinet. So I think he's really, I don't know the correct word I can use, but I think we looked for a better person who could address the congregation, and at this juncture, together with me, we invite him to come speak to us.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're too low. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear teachers, members of the School Electoral Commission, dear pupils, good evening. First, I would like to thank the school administration for inviting me to be a guest of honor at this important ceremony of swearing in the new students' leaders. I also want to appreciate the School Electoral Commission for organizing a peaceful, democratic election for officially declaring the results. This process teaches pupils the importance of democracy, fairness, respecting the will of voters. Today, we congratulate the pupils who have been elected as President, Prime Minister, Ministers, Prefects. Your fellow pupils have chosen you to represent them, guide them, and serve them. My dear young leaders, leadership is not about power. Leadership is about responsibility and service. From today, you must lead by example. Respect your teachers, follow school rules, and encourage your fellow pupils to behave well. To the school president, you are a symbol of unity among the pupils. Lead with fairness and wisdom. To the Prime Minister, the ministers remember the leadership requires teamwork. Work together with the teachers, prefects to ensure that school remains disciplined, organized, and successfully. I also encourage all pupils to support the leaders who have been elected in the democracy. Once results are declared, we work together for the good of everyone. Finally, my dear pupils, may the great leaders started their journey from school. Most of us here started our journey from school. Me, I wasn't a leader by the time I was born. But in my secondary school, as if I became a head prefect of a mighty school called Kawalega Secondary School. I was the first head prefect there during my time, 2004. So that's why I started my journey as a leader. So from there, I left. When I went to senior 6, I went to the university. I was also under school leadership at MOOPS University. I was in the council. From there, I left there, joined the MTN. I was also among the leaders in MTN. I worked with MTN for 12 years, but I was also a leader. I was on top management as leaders. So you start from there. So this is your journey. The new school leadership, this is you started your journey to become leaders. These people you have to see from you. So if you disappoint these people from voting you, they've trusted you, so they want you to be led by example. I'm seeing most of you, at least I know you by faces. So tomorrow I'll be coming here whenever sometime I drop these children of mine to school. I'll see if you're leading. So, and again, I was requesting a school. At least these people should be different, because most schools I go to, when we vote these leaders like this, they all have different attires, like maybe a coat. This is the president. You will see this is a real president. You know, these kids have to feel that these are leaders. Then I could also encourage, at least if a school can get somewhere, like a small office for the president. You know, when these people have to report to the president, whenever there's an issue, he has to display his leaders from his own office there. If you get them like a small office, knowing that whenever there's issue, they go and sit in their own office. So I could encourage the schools at least to create a space for the president, so that you could feel there's a president in this school. Do you know, when you feel there's a leadership in a school, we all be like real men or women here. Before I conclude, I could also task the Electoral Commission, hope there was no malpractice, like giving out sweets, maybe students promising that they shall give them extra time to extra marks. It's going to buy for them extra marks. Neither some of them will eat double. Those are more especially the borders. So once again, before I conclude, I congratulate the new leaders once again and wish you success in serving your school. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Madina oye! Madina oye! Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our the chief guest, I don't know. MC, when I touch this microphone, it doesn't speak. When other people get it, it speaks. I'm about to put it down and I use my original voice, because I can speak and everybody listens. So our beloved chief guest, I will request you to award the certificates to our outgoing cabinet, Chairman Electoral Commission. Please, you are requested to come and
Abdul Halim.
Now, when you hear your name, you move straight forward and you get your certificate. Those ones are the outgoing ministers. So thank you so much, Ahewa, for the work well done. There is your certificate.
Nuachwamo Emmanuel.
Nuachwamo Emmanuel, move steadfast. You come and receive your certificate for the work well done in the previous cabinet. Thank you so much.
Sepebwa Haruna, outgoing school Mwagi.
Thank you so much. Sepebwa Haruna, come for your certificate. Those certificates are very important. Make sure that you keep them.
Outgoing school Imam.
Sebi Kasim, Sepebwa Haruna, have your certificate for the work well done. That certificate will 1 point help you in life.
Abdul Razak,
Sebi Kasim, thank you so much.
Welfare.
There is your certificate. Keep them very well. Sobozi Abdul Razak, There is your certificate. Thank you so much.
Rashid Ismail Moga.
Rashid Ismail Moga, the former Prime Minister, come and receive your certificate.
Kousinge Melon, outgoing Minister of Education.
Outgoing Minister of Education, you also come and receive your certificate. Move very fast, Rashid Ismail Moga. Thank you so much.
Yusuf,
all right.
outgoing Speaker of the Cabinet.
Katende Yusuf, the Speaker of the Cabinet. Hurry up.
Pikiriza Murungi Gabriela.
Yes, our President, come for the certificate for the work well done. We want to thank you so much for the work you did. You take this one. This is the President. She needs to take that shot. Yes, that is the President. Yes. Thank you so much. The President receives her certificate and she will show her grandchildren.
Nakandi Yusra, outgoing Minister of Health.
Nakandi Yusra, outgoing Minister of Health.
Harith Ibrahim,
the former head boy. Hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up. Yes, you hold the certificate and look in the camera. Thank you so much. Harith Ibrahim, the former head boy.
Isabelle Charles, outgoing
Thank you so much.
Minister of Health.
You look at the camera. Isabelle Charles, come straight forward. Please do not throw away those certificates.
Kaliowa Hashim, outgoing Assistant Compound Minister.
Kaliowa Hashim, aka the crybaby. The former Compound Minister.
Rafia Yusuf, outgoing Head Monitress.
Rafia Yusuf, try to hurry up, apply some grease.
Alia Kautra Wahida, Assistant Outgoing Minister of Education.
Alia Kautra Wahida, the Assistant Minister of Education. You look into the camera. Thank you so much.
Outgoing Assistant Head of Boys.
When you receive your certificate, you look into the camera for the shot. Thank you so much.
Damba Justus, outgoing Head of Boys Dormitory.
That is Tinya Funza, the son to Dr. Tinka. Damba Justus, hurry up. Ibira Ubaida,
outgoing Office Minister.
That one is one of our own. Ibira Ubaida.
Nakabu Surania Shirat, outgoing Assistant Head of Guidance.
Yes, Ibira Ubaida, you look into the camera. Thank you so much. Nakabusu Shirat, Rania, the outgoing Assistant Head of Guidance Dormitory. Luki, thank you so much. That one is my daughter.
Chamlesire Sarah,
I'm sorry for bragging.
outgoing Minister of Welfare.
Chamlesire Sarah, the outgoing Minister of Welfare. First wait for that one to get the shot. Thank you so much. Assistant Minister of Infants, Kagei Shanaz.
Maria Musa, outgoing Minister of English Language.
Outgoing Minister of English Language, and indeed she executed her role very well. Never did I hear her communicate in vernacular. Thank you so much.
Outgoing Assistant Office Minister.
All right. Thank you so much.
Kemigisha Melan.
Kemigisha Melan. Yes, Office Minister. Yes, she executed her role very well. Thank you so much, Muhumuza Destiny. Keep those certificates.
Kugonza Abdul Mumin,
the former head girl. There she is. Thank you so much. Kugonza Abdul Mumin. Kugonza Abdul Mumin.
Nalunkuma Sumaya, outgoing Minister of Infants.
Nalunkuma Sumaya, the outgoing Minister of Infants. Yes, you look into the camera. You shake hands with the guest. Shake hands with the guest. Thank you so much.
We also want to award a certificate to the former Chairperson Electoral Commission. That is Mr. Atoronyango John Collins.
Thank you so much. All right, let's have our seats and listen to the closing remarks. In the first place, I want to thank everybody, all from the administration, our chief guest, the electoral commission, teachers, and whoever has been around for this. Allow me officially put the program to its end. Thank you so much. But as you go, this is an announcement to the pupils. You have homework which you're going to pick from your classes. Don't go home without your homework. Then don't forget to take back the desks. Thank you so much. So, head teacher, wait. I'm not ready to leave. Head teacher plus the administrators, you're going to move first with the chief guest, then we shall follow. Thank you so much. I'm not telling anyone to move. It is time for the invited guests and the head teacher plus the admins to move. Thank you so much. Deputy has left. Thank you so much. The head teacher and the invited. All right. Now listen. Now listen. Yes, the incoming ministers who have not gotten their files, you are going to find